Yeah. sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? It's the first time of today, to dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot, only one of me, to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero.
Hellcat. Hellcat.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We're back here for the XL OG League on a Sunday night. Oh, you can't hear us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Right, This is 7 seconds behind, so you're probably hearing what I've just said. But anyway, we are back here for the XL OG League on a Sunday night. First time we've done this for a little while. I'm usually shattered by this time in the evening, but I've overdosed on caffeine and I'm absolutely shattered. But I've drunk way too much coffee today, so I have still got lots of energy, which is a miracle. And probably I'm going to have some severe caffeine crash at some point very soon. But nonetheless, we're here for the OG League here at Baku. Decided while we were sat there for a little while, just kind of chilling out, waiting for the stream to start, to do something a little bit different here, because I was just sort of sat there, twiddling my thumbs really. So I've just got this little new feature here to the stream. There are the championship standings so far this season. So we've got Bennett leading the way on 80 points. He's got quite a gap actually in the championship. He's got double the points of Tree Monkey Page so far. So Bennett leads on 80 points, and you've got Tree Monkey Page in second place on 37, followed by Novi Butek on 36. Those two pretty close in second and third. Karts sits fourth in the standings on 29 points, followed by Malky in P5 on 28. Then City in sixth on 27 points. Morph sits in seventh place. Sixth place. Morph in seventh on 25 points, followed by Sophie in eighth on 24. Daniel M sits on 16 points in ninth place. San in 10th on 15 points, and we've got Viper in 11th place on 14. Polish My Balls in 12th place on 10 points. Andrew Pittsmith in 13th spot with 10 points for his championship. Mark Bow in 14th place with 8 points, followed by Thebo Boy on 3 points in 15th place. I imagine he'll probably score quite a few points tonight though, as he's on provisional poll. And Mr. Exotic rounding out the championship standings in P16 on 0 points. So that is that then for the current championship standings. Got a couple of new drivers in, as we can see here on the stream at the moment, so that will obviously be very interesting here tonight to see how that pans out. But Azerbaijan Grand Prix, always a bit of a dramatic one, always throws up its own thrills and spills here. I've seen some chaotic ones on my time commentating on the F1 games, so let's hope that everything is PG tonight out on the track and we get some of the best possible action here. But anyway, here we are then, 11 minutes left to go in this qualifying session. At this particular moment we see Theboy Boy on provisional pole position. It's actually got quite a big gap at the top of the leaderboard, but then again Tree Monkey Page did do his fastest lap on the medium tyres, so I imagine that probably Tree Monkey Page has got a little bit to offer Theboy Boy in terms of an improved lap time. But Theboy Boy currently setting the early pace here, doing a very, very good job indeed. We've seen him a couple of times on a Friday night in the Motive F1 League, so we know that he's got the pedigree, he's got the talent, he's got the pretty credentials, but is he going to be able to deliver it here tonight when it really matters? Tree Monkey Page currently sat in second place on the medium tyres. Andrew Pittsmith in P3 on the softs. Polish My Balls is the way off for the top time. 3 seconds adrift actually in fourth place. We got the two-time champion here, Bennett LCFC. He's currently on outlap right now. Looks like he's going to be setting his time on the mediums, at least for now anyway. We'll see if he decides to do a lap on the soft once he's done his lap on the mediums. We'll see where that puts him, and obviously if it's off the pace then I'm sure he'll be putting the soft on, but I can't imagine it'll be too far off the pace. Bennett LCFC, a proven race winner, and as I said before, two-time champion of this OG League here at XL, so he is a man who knows what it takes to win championships, have consistency. He's always up there or thereabouts in this OG League on a Wednesday and Sunday. Races with us at Motive on a Friday as well, and obviously he's a one-time race winner in the Motive F1 League, which is one of the most competitive leagues on PlayStation, so it's no mean feat at all winning a race in the Motive F1 League. But we see him coming up towards turn one right now. Let's actually let's watch him as he comes around this lap. Let's see how he gets on as he's coming up towards turn 2. Looks like he's pretty tidy here through the first part of the lap. DRS wide open, hasn't really used too much battery just yet. He's saving it all for this particular run that he's on right now. Down towards turn 3 he come. Pick your braking marker out there just after the 100-meter marker, slow it down to 60 miles an hour. Looks like he's pretty good through there, skimming the walls ever so slightly. You want to be shaving every thousandth of a second you can. Bit of oversteer there, corrects it very nicely. Up towards turn 6 he comes, just skimming the curve. You don't want to wall up that curve too much because it can really throw you off into the barriers, but Bennett just taking the exact right amount that he needs to here. This is the part of the track where I often forget which way to go. I often go left, because it looks like it's a left turn and then obviously it's a right turn. Castle section, as tidy as you like through there. And here's the part where you really don't want to take too much in the first part, because then if you take too much in the first part you'll find yourself wanting in the second. But Bennett nailing this part. Here we come down towards the final sector, this flat out section of the track. It is flat out. It sometimes feels like you can't take it flat out, but you can, and then slow it down in time for that wall on the right hand side. Bennett here looks like he's on a very good lap indeed on his medium tyres. Can he get himself into P2 ahead of Schumacher Page? Can he get himself close to Theboy Boy? How close can he get to Theboy Boy's time on the soft tyres? Flat out through this last section of the track, the two-time champion of the XLOG League, Bennett LCFC in the Haas, coming up towards the start finish line pretty shortly here. He's flat out, he's flat to the boards here. DRS will be open very shortly. Here we go. He opens that rear wing and up towards the line. What is this going to be for Bennett LCFC? He's P3. He's just shy of Schumacher Page, 2/10 off of Schumacher Page's lap time there. So very nicely done there from Bennett LCFC. Currently just over a second off of the fastest time being set by Theboy Boy in this session at the moment. But it's currently Theboy Boy from Schumacher Page from Bennett, and then a bit of a gap back to Andrew Pittsmith at the moment here in this session. So hopefully you enjoyed that little onboard lap there, on board the two-time champ, as he's got a little bit of time to find here on Schumacher Page there in second place. As we see there, Schumacher Page coming into the end, to the pits at the end of this current run that he's on. Oh, as we see Paul Codd there spinning out, and is he out of the session? I think he is. Paul Codd is out of the session there. Drivers got to be very careful coming to that part of the track, as Paul Codd's stricken car is parked up in the middle of the circuit. So let's just hope that everybody exercises caution coming through that part of the track. Theboy Boy's extended his gap at the top of the leaderboard. Look at that, he's got even quicker there. Done a 1 minute 38.9. First driver into the 38s. He's the only driver under a 140, and he's done a 138 there. So Theboy Boy is really on it at the moment. He's got 1.2 seconds over Schumacher Page at this point in the session. Bennett's currently on a lap at the moment. He's 4/10 up actually, is Bennett, as he's coming through the final sector. He looked like he was a near perfect lap from him on the previous one, but that just goes to show I'm probably not very good at this game, as he's coming up towards the line here. Can he get himself above Schumacher Page? Schumacher Page just put the softs on, so he's going to go for another lap there. Going to try and improve his time on the red mark soft tyres, but Bennett up towards the line. Can he go P2? He does go P2. He's still unable to dip into the 139s at the moment. 140.031. So Bennett gets himself ahead of Schumacher Page for the time being, but still a little way adrift of where he wants to be. Double wave yellows through sector 2, not sure why. Double wave yellows now through sector 1. So yeah, I'm not really 100% sure on what the cause of that is, but well, I'm sure we'll find out at some point pretty soon. Maybe if it pops up on the screen, who knows? Must be somebody driving around without a front wing somewhere. As we see, Malky goes up into P5 with that last lap of his, currently just over 2 seconds off of the fastest time being set by Theboy Boy at this point. See, Polish My Balls on his way into the pits at this particular moment in time. Looks like somebody's lost a bit of their wing there coming to the final section of the track as well. There's Morph coming through the final, the middle part of the lap. This Robert Morph here as he's flat out coming through this final part of the lap. What can he do? He's currently P17, so he's still yet to set a full lap time in anger here as he's coming up now towards the line. Can Morph get himself in the top 10, maybe up near the sharp end? Can he trouble the leaders? Theboy Boy, Bennett, Schumacher Page. Oh, look at that. What a lap from Morph there on the medium tyres. A 1 minute 39.6. He gets himself into P2 there. Only 7/10 off of the fastest time being set by Theboy Boy. He's nearly 4/10 quicker than the two-time champion. So Morph there delivering the goods in absolutely fantastic fashion. As he'll probably get a couple more runs on these mediums, but he seems to have deployed quite a bit of his battery there on that last lap of his, so that will obviously, he will obviously have depleted that ever so slightly at this stage. Theboy Boy in the pits Also Bennett, True Page and Andrew Pittsmith both on outlaps, but we see True Page has fitted the soft tyres on, so he'll probably be able to go a little bit quicker on this final lap. The question is, how much time will he be able to find, and will he be able to trouble Thebo Boy at the top of that leaderboard? These questions and more will be answered over the next 3 minutes and 20 seconds as Karts is out of the session. Oh no, Karts has crashed out here, so Karts is now going to be taking no further part in this qualifying session here. Oh, what a shame there. So Karts there is going to be starting this one from P9 at best. So Tree Monkey Page coming up towards the start finish line here, about to start another flying lap. Enmorph's currently coming through the middle sector at the moment. In fact, no, he's coming through the final sector, but he's down. He's 12 seconds down on his personal best. Is he going to be coming into the pits at the end of this lap, or is he just easing his tyres off a little bit, trying to get himself into the optimal range to go for another run here at pole position? It'd be hard push to get pole, seeing as he's on the mediums, and the pole sitter Thebo Boy did his fastest lap on the soft. So let's see what Enmorph does here. Is he coming into the pits? It looks like yes he is. Yep, he's coming into the pits. I don't think he's going to be able to get that in and out in time to get another lap in, so I think that's Enmorph's session done and dusted. Thebo Boy in the pits, so is Enmorph. Obviously we see Bennett also in the pits, as well as Trimerky Page, Andrew Pittsmith in the pits, Malky in the pits, Viper in the pits. Well, they're not good improving there now, are they? But my Voice is out there on an outlap at this point. City seems to be on a flying lap at the moment. He's just coming through the middle sector of the lap at this particular moment in time. We see San and Daniel both on outlaps at the moment. Nobby Bootneck and Soph both in the pits. YouTube Dizzy and Mark Boa out there on lap times at the moment as well. See City coming up towards the line. He improves his lap time by a little bit there, goes up into P7, so he's done a decent time. He's just over 3 seconds off of the fastest time being set by Thebo Boy at this point. Mark Bow currently P6, so solid time there from him on the soft tyres. Tree Monkey Page, I don't think he's going to get out in time to do a lap. I think that ship sailed there for him, so he's done for the session. That's going to be it for him. Mark Bow's on what's definitely going to be his final run of the session, and looks like we're just getting a little bit of some funny business going on here with the servers, so hopefully that sorts itself out ASAP. So time has hit 0. That means that Mark Bow, City are the only drivers out on the track left to finish their lap times. So Mark Bow's in fact 16 seconds down on his personal best, so this is not going to be an improvement for Mark Bow. I think we can safely say that without any doubt whatsoever. City though, oh yeah, he's down as well, so yeah, these guys aren't going to improve. I think that's pretty much safe to say. So Mark Bow bringing it into the pits. City will probably follow suit, I would imagine. The rain's falling right at the end of the session. Well, I suppose that was timed perfectly, really, because it's right at the end, so nobody's going to get affected by it, which is good to see. But City coming into the pits, and that is going to be that then for the qualifying session. It's going to be Thebo Boy starting this one on pole on the soft tyres, Enmorph and Bennett on the mediums behind him. Tree Monkey Page did his fastest lap on the mediums, so I think he'll be starting on the yellow marked medium tyre. Andrew Pittsmith likewise. Mark Bow will line up in P6 on the soft. City, Malky, Viper all on the medium tyres, 7th, 8th and 9th places. Polish My Balls completing the top 10 on the soft. Carts was hottest one in 11th place, followed by San in 12th, Daniel MP 13, followed by Mr. Exotic, then Nobby Bootneck in P15, followed by Soph in 16th place, Paul Cod in 17th, and YouTube Dizzy will line up this one at the back in P18.
Open eye, feel the waves
Here we are then, guys, welcome back. We're here just about to get going for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here for the XL OG League here on a Sunday night on the Motive Racing YouTube channel. If you're watching for the first time here, make sure that you join the XL Racing League. You can join in the comments, not the comments, the description down below. You check out the description, you can check out the link to a Discord server. That is the XL Racing League, and you can get yourself involved in the on-track action. XL run leagues on Wednesday, Sunday, Monday and Thursday, I believe, as well. They run an F2 league on Thursday night, so make sure you come along and check those out. There's plenty to get involved with in terms of the XL F1 league. But here we are then, guys, pulling up onto the grid, about to go racing here. 26 laps of Baku for this one, 18 cars out on the track. What's going to happen here? It's going to be drama, it's going to be action packed, I'm sure about that. That is one thing we can be absolutely guaranteed of. Here we are, then we're going to quickly get the championship standings up on the screen here. So that is the championship as it stands. Bennett leading the championship on 80 points, well clear of Schumacher Page, Nobby Bunek in third, but we're waiting for the lights to come on here. Once the lights come on, we'll get rid of that graphic and we will be getting ready to go racing here. So the last cars are just putting up into their grid slots now, so here we are then. We are moments away from the start of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here at XL for the XLOG League on a Sunday night. 5 lights coming on and it's lights out and away we go. And it's a very good start from Thebo Boy. Gets a great bite off the line. Morph there tucking in behind Bennett there in third place, and Andrew Pittsmith is trying to defend here from trying to get ahead of Schumacher Page there and gets himself into 4th place. There's Mark Bow ahead of Sidsi. There's Viper, Polish My Balls, San in 10th place. Then Daniel losing out to Karts there, and San getting ahead of Polish My Balls up into 9th place. Malky getting ahead of Mr. Exotic into P13, and Paul Codd has got ahead of YouTube Dizzy up into 17th place there. But Thebo Boy leads ahead of Morph. There's Bennett in 3rd ahead of Andrew Pittsmith. Schumacher Page followed by Mark Bow. There's Sidsi, Viper, San, Polish My Balls. Daniel trying to defend here, trying to attack on Polish My Balls. Polish My Balls keeping him behind him for the time being. Karts there trying to defend from Mr. Exotic. Malky, Soph, Nobby Bunek, Paul Codd and Dizzy at the back, but Thebo Boy out in front, 7/10 of a second is his gap at the moment over Morph. Bennett keeping on tabs of these guys at the moment as Soph has made the move on Malky up into 14th place, so Soph up in position. And what's happened to Daniel? Oh no, there's carnage here coming to the middle sector of the lap. Mr. Exotic looks like he's lost out. Nobby Bunek has lost out to Paul Codd as well there, but that's absolute carnage there as Mr. Exotic now dropping down the order a little bit. Daniel looked like he was in the thick of it, but he's got away reasonably well without any damage there. Soph, I think, lost her front wing in that debacle there. Oh no, what a disaster there. So it's all going off here on the opening lap of the race. Viper's on the back of Sizzy here. These two separated by just 4/10 of a second at the front. Thebo Boy's got an 8/10 of a second gap over Morph. These two have gapped Bennett by about a second over the course of this first lap, and Tree Monkey Page is hassling the back of Andrew Pittsmith here as they're coming through this flat out section of the track down towards the end of the lap here. Currently Tree Monkey Page has got the slipstream here. No DRS on the first lap. He'll have to get this done through maybe harvesting his ERS battery and getting pure grunt down the start finish straight, as here goes Tree Monkey Page down the outside here of Andrew Pittsmith. He's going to try and get this done into turn 1 as Karts is out of the race. He's DNF'd. Is that going to be a safety car? It's a VSC. Did Tree Monkey Page get ahead of Andrew Pittsmith before the VSC came out? I think he did, so he's got that done up into 4th place. Viper there is just ahead of San, and we see Sidsi and Daniel both in the pits at the end of the first lap to get their damage repaired. Polish My Balls as well coming in. Mr. Exotic also following suit. Does Nobby Bunek come in as well? He's staying out for the time being. Malky also staying out on track at the moment. What about YouTube Dizzy? He's coming in, and Soph, she looks like she's in two minds about whether it's not to come in. It's the safety car. The safety car has been deployed due to Paul Codd and Karts being crashing out of the race. So safety car here on lap 2 here at Baku. So already a safety car. We always have drama at Baku. There's always a few thrills and spills, and there's no room for error around tracks like this. So a safety car is out, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be back after this very short break.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating going mainstream.
Here we are then, guys, about to restart here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix for the XLOG League here on a Sunday night on the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We've got currently 16 drivers still left in this race. Steve-O Boy's going to lead us on this restart. Bennett, Tree Monkey Page, Viper, Andrew Pittsmith, Enmorph, all on the medium tyres behind him. Steve-O Boy want to try and break away as quickly as he can. We know that Bennett's always jolly on the spot on his restarts. Can he try and catch Steve-O Boy off guard here? When Steve-O Boy puts his foot down, can Bennett try and go with him and sit in that slipstream and try and pounce when his opportunity arises. So Steve Boy's just trying to back the pack up. He's going to try and catch him off guard here if he can. Doesn't want to give them too much slipstream. Here we go. He's gone. He's foot down to the floor. We are racing, and Bennett does get a good bite here, and he's in that slipstream already here coming out towards turn 1, but turn 1's going to come just in time there for Thebo Boy, and he holds on to that P1 there. Bennett, 2 monkey page. There's Viper ahead of Andrew Pitts with M-Morph. There's Nobby Boot next stand. Mark Bow is going to see there. Polish My Balls getting ahead of Malky there, and Soph getting ahead of YouTube Dizzy. Daniel M down to P16. He's in the pits. That's why. But Thebo Boy leading us down towards turn 3, and Bennett LCFC in that slipstream there. You've got 2 monkey pages behind them. Viper there in foil, followed by Andrew Pittsmith. There's M-Morph on the back of Andrew, trying to get past him here. He's going to have a little look coming into the turn 3. He's going to have a dive down the inside, and he's going to get that one done there beautifully there. M-Morph there getting himself into 5th place, but now Andrew's going to have the inside for the next corner, but M-Morph does complete that move up into 5th place. There's Nobby in 7th place ahead of Sam. Mark Bow there in 9th place ahead of Sidzy. Polish My Balls, Malky, there's Mr. Exotic, followed by Soph, YouTube Dizzy, and Daniel M at the back, having made his pit stop out of the pits once again. But Thebo Boy, half a second is his lead at the moment over Bennett, and we've got Truman Capage there in 3rd place. Double Wave goes through sector 1, not sure why. We might get some idea if we see anyone crash out of the race, but for the time being, we are all Gucci here. But it's currently Thebo Boy, Bennett, and Truman Capage breaking away from the rest of them. Viper there in 4th place, to about 2 seconds adrift of them at this point. But M-Morph on the back of Viper, trying to get himself into 4th if he can. They've gapped Andrew a little bit. Andrew's managed to gap Nobby Bootneck, and Sam there running in 8th place just ahead of Mark Bow. This is quite a tightly contested battle here for 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th places here. Malky within 4/10 of Polish My Balls as well. Soph has not fallen off the back of Mr. Exotic. She's still there, still on the back of him, still putting the pressure on. But right now, Thebo Boy, Bennett and Truman Capage breaking away. But Thebo Boy on the soft tyres will want to try and extend the gap to these guys as quickly as he can. And Viper's out of the race. Viper has crashed out of the race here. VSC deployed. He's dropping down the order, obviously, because he's out of the race. But hopefully that's not in a precarious position. Thebo Boy's gone just over a second of a gap to Bennett at the moment. Truman Capage there in 3rd place. M-Morph there in P4. Andrew Pitts under the VSC, so he's pulling the trigger there whilst the VSC's out. Nobby Bootneck, Sand, Mark Bow, City all staying out. Malky's staying out as well. Polish My Balls coming into the pits as well as Andrew Pittsmith, so both of those two coming in. Soph staying out. Mr. Exotic in the pits as well as Dizzy, and Daniel M, we don't know what he's doing yet. He's just coming round on the start finish straight now. Let's keep an eye and see what he does. He's just coming through this part of the track now. So Daniel, what does he do? He's on the hards, so he's good to go to the end from here probably, but we'll see what he does. He looks like he's coming in. So yeah, he's coming into the pits. VSC still out, still no safety car, so they're going to try and recover it under the virtual safety car, which is always good to see. Who's going to get the best reaction time? Who's going to be on the spot ready once the VSC ends? That's the big question. Hopefully nobody jumps the gun and gets going too early. So VSC still out at this point. It's all about who can react to the ending of the VSC the best. And here we go. Right, it's on. Right, we're off now, and Andrew Pittsmith has been done for speeding under the VSC. What a shame there for Andrew Pittsmith. Bennett though, all over the back of Thebo Boy here. Now is DRS going to be enabled just after the VSC? Then I'm not sure. I think there's a time gap between the VSC ending and DRS being enabled. If not, Bennett will have DRS here because he's within 0.3 of a second of Thebo Boy. He might not even need DRS. Here he goes in the slipstream now. Medium tyres for Bennett LCFC. How advantageous it would be for him to get ahead of Thebo Boy with this. Already he's got the strategic ace up his sleeve, but he's also has the move up into P1 here. Down the inside goes Bennett LCFC. He takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here at the XLOG League. Great stuff there from Bennett as we see Polish My Balls is out of the race. Polish My Balls is DNF'd here, so I don't know what's happened there. Oh my goodness, that is in a very precarious spot indeed. I'll be surprised if that's not a safety car, to be honest. But Bennett leads, having made the move on Thebo Boy, and on the medium tyres you've got to bet on Bennett here in this race for the win for sure. He's in the box seat here, so they have recovered it under double wave yellows. The safety car's not coming out, and Polish My Balls' car has been recovered and put away. So that's Bennett still leading ahead of Thebo Boy. True Monkey Page there in third place, a bit of a couple of seconds back to Morph there. You got Nobby Bootneck there running in P5 at the moment ahead of San. Mark Bow in 7th place, followed by Sidzy, then a bit of a gap back to Soph running in 9th place at this point. Malky there in 10th place, followed by Mr. Exotic a long way back in 11th place. Andrew Pittsmith into the pits here at the end of lap 6, so he's getting that pit stop. He's coming in and putting a fresh set of boots on in the shape of some Red Mark soft tyres. Double wave lows through sector 2, not sure why. Trying to look through the order to figure out who it might be, but nobody seems to be missing any carbon fibre at this particular point, so don't know why, to be honest with you. But it's currently Bennett from Thebo Boy from True Monkey Page. Thebo Boy on the soft tyres. They'll be starting to feel the pace a little bit now. 7 laps into a race around this track. They're certainly not going to be how they were at the start. The mediums will be hanging in there pretty nicely at this point. I imagine the softs probably still have a slight advantage over the mediums at this point, but it's really not going to be much in it at this point, with the softs already starting to wear off and the mediums starting to really come into their own. But now True Monkey Page has got the DRS on True Monkey Page. He's got the DRS on True Monkey Page. He is True Monkey Page. He's got the DRS on Thebo Boy. The Thebo Boy into the pits, and True Monkey Page now up into P2. Morph there moves up into 3rd place with Thebo Boy in the pits at the moment to, I assume, put a set of maybe hards on, maybe? No, he's putting the mediums on. Wow, so he's going to try and go 19 laps on the mediums, unless he's banking on another safety car, who knows. But Thebo Boy puts the mediums on nonetheless. We see also San and Nobby Bootneck both coming into the pits as well. San putting the medium tyres on. He was on the hards before, he's now on the mediums. Nobby Bootneck's putting the mediums on as well. So mediums going on all round at the moment. I wonder if these drivers are going to try and go to the end, do 19 laps on the medium tyres. That would be a real push, but who knows, maybe these guys know something that we don't know here. But nonetheless, we see Thebo Boy getting ahead of Mark Bow relatively routinely there on his way out of the pits. He'll be wanting to make sure he doesn't get held up by these guys as he's in a battle for the win with Bennett and True Monkey Page. These two 8/10ths of a second apart here on lap 8 of the race. Bennett has the advantage, but True Monkey Page currently trying to keep tabs with him for the time being. These guys not much at all separating them, only 6/10ths of a second between them at the moment, and looks like they're pretty much nip and tuck for pace. They were close in qualifying, they seem even closer in the race. They both qualified on the mediums as opposed to Thebo Boy, who did his lap on the soft. Morph was quick in the qualifying too. He hasn't really been on it over the course of this race so far. And Dizzy's out of the race. Dizzy has crashed out here. We've got another safety car deployed once again here at Azerbaijan. That's going to play into the hands of Bennett and True Monkey Page, who are now going to get a free pit stop, and they're going to come out ahead of Thebo Boy. That's a guarantee. Sidzy in 4th place on the mediums will be able to get a pit stop as well. He'll probably come out ahead of Soph. So Bennett, True Monkey Page and Morph all getting a free pit stop here. Lap 8 of 26. Safety car deployed once again here for the XL OG League here at Azerbaijan. car that goes second restart for the Exolo G League here at Azerbaijan. We've got currently Bennett LCFC leading us here on this restart. He's put the hard tyres on for this one, so he's obviously banking on there being no more safety cars at this point. He feels he can go to the end of this race. True Monkey Page has gone for a bit of a gamble by the looks of it. He's put the softs on, probably banking on there being at least another safety car, or he's hoping that he can get the jump on Bennett, he can get ahead of him quickly, try and put out enough of a gap and then do another stint on the soft afterwards maybe. This is going to be fascinating to see how this strategy works. Bebo Boy has put the mediums on, so he's going to have to do 17 laps on the mediums if we have no more safety cars, so he's playing a big gamble here. He's going to have quicker tyres than Bennett, but he's also going to have to look after his tyres much better than the race leader. But we're underway once again here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. As we can see here, we've got Andrew Pittsmith just ahead of Mr. Exotic here, batting out over 11th place, but Bennett lead us coming towards turn 3, and Bebo Boy's already made the move on City up into 3rd place. Bebo Boy on fresh medium tyres, getting that move done on City on those white wall hard tyres. We see though M-Morph making a move on City as well. They're up into 4th place, so City losing out a couple of positions there, and it's already down to P5 on this restart. Bennett though leading 6/10 of a second in this gap at the moment over True Monkey Page at this point. These two starting to break away ever so slightly from the rest of them, as now M-Morph is pulling up onto the back of Bebo Boy as well. M-Morph on the soft tyres, similar strategy, same strategy really as True Monkey Page here. These two are going to be ones to watch, but True Monkey Page needs to clear Bennett, and he needs to clear them quickly if he is to win this race, that is for sure. As M-Morph there, still really close on the back of Thebo Boy coming through the castle section here. City, Marbo, there's Nobby Bootneck there coming through ahead of San. There's Malky there ahead of Soph. Andrew Pittsmith and Mr. Exotic rounding out the pack at this point. Bennett has got Chumankovic absolutely hassed in the back of him though, coming through this flat out section at the back end of the track here. Coming down towards the final sector here. Chumankovic, if he can get a good exit out of the last corner, if he can get a good run coming out onto the start finish straight, he might have a chance of taking the lead off this race. If he can get good traction here, he will be in with a very good shout here, as he's now in that slipstream. He's now going to get that closing speed. Here we go, look at that, he's really closing up onto the back of him here. Now he's going to have that opportunity. No DRS this time around, it's purely grunt here for True Monkey Page. He's harvested more of his ERS than Bennett has, and he's going to have much better pace here coming down this start finish straight now. True Monkey Page looking to try and make the move for the lead, but Bennett there holding his own there on the inside. What's going to happen here is to come into the corner. True Monkey Page around the outside. Bennett tries to break late, but I think he's going to get that move completed there. True Monkey Page swoops around the outside of turn 1 up into the lead in the background there. Thebo Boy's going to try and hold on here ahead of M-Morph, as we see, oh no, Thebo Boy's missing his front wing. Thebo Boy and M-Morph had a collision there coming through turn 1, and M-Morph is going to probably pick Thebo Boy off. I can't imagine he's going to be able to defend very easily with no front wing. Oh, what a shame there for Thebo Boy. That's going to really cost him here in this race. That's pretty much going to put a nail in his chances of winning this race, unless we had another safety car here in this one. True Monkey Page though leading by 4/10 ahead of Bennett, having made that move at the coming down the start finish straight a few moments ago. M-Morph though is surely going to pick Thebo Boy off here. Thebo Boy's got no front wing. How is he keeping on to this position? I suppose there's nowhere to really overtake, is there? So M-Morph just going to have to be patient here and wait for the opportunity. But oh, what a shame there for Thebo Boy. M-Morph dives down the inside and is going to get himself into 3rd place. Thebo Boy seemed in no mood to let M-Morph go, despite having a much slower car, which maybe suggests that there might have been a bit of foul play or a bit of a to-do between the two of them. But nonetheless, M-Morph now into P3. Sidzy in the background there, going to try and get onto the back of Thebo Boy if he can. And Markbo a couple of seconds further back in 6th place. Has got Nobby a further second off of him. There's San, Malky, Andrew Pittsmith, Soph, and then Mr. Exotic a long way behind there in P12. But Sidzy getting ahead of Thebo Boy up into 4th place there. So Thebo Boy dropping down the pack like a stone, as you would expect with no front wing at this stage. True Monkey Page though has already opened up almost a 2-second gap here over Bennett, as they're now coming up towards the line to complete lap 12 of this race. And currently True Monkey Page knows he's got to do the work, and he's got to do it now, because if he doesn't pull out that gap to Bennett, he's going to find himself in trouble. Obviously, because he's got to pit again, or at least he needs a safety car to bring himself into the equation for this win. But currently flying out the front at the moment is True Monkey Page. M-Morph into the pits here at the end of lap 12. Also Thebo Boy coming in. Looks like those two are the only ones in at the end of lap 12 here currently. As True Monkey Page has opened up a 2-second gap here to Bennett at the moment. Nobby Bootneck seems pretty close on the back of San. Looks like these two separated by 4/10. Malky there in the background of this, with Andrew Pittsmith in hot pursuit as well. Coming down towards the end of this little straight, which leads in towards turn 3. So San currently keeping these guys behind him, but there's a train of 4 cars here battling out over 5th place. Tree Monkey Page has got a 2.3 second lead over Bennett. He's continuing to pull out that gap as we speak. Oh, hold on, what's happened here? What's gone off here? Mark Bowe's missing his front wing, so Mark Bowe's going to be careful here. He's got Andrew's going to get ahead of Malky as well in the background, so he gets himself up into P6. Nobby there into 4th place now, has got San now on the back of him, and he'll get DRS coming down between turns 2 and 3. Andrew there ahead of Malky as we see M Morph has got ahead of Mark Bowe there up into 9th place. That noise is my CPU getting too loud. Some people might think it's a police siren that I'm being cheeky. It's not. It's actually a warning that my computer's getting too hot. Mark Bowe even getting himself out of the pits there and back out onto the track. But Tree Monkey Page has got a 2.4 second lead at the moment over Bennett LCFC. Nobby Bootneck's got a half a second gap over Sun, and we see Andrew Pittsmith and Malky still on the back of these guys right now, running in 4th, 5th and 6th and 7th places at this point. Still as you were between these 4 guys, then San obviously, Nobby Bootneck obviously in this pack on a medium tyre. Andrew on the soft will be wanting to try and get ahead of these 2 medium runners as quickly as he possibly can. Tree Monkey Page is in the pits. Wow, he's coming in very early. I would have thought he would be staying on those tyres longer and trying to maximise their pace, but he's in the pits for some medium tyres. Did he have damage maybe? I think he might have done, because he was in that pit box for a long time there. So he's off and on his way once again. He's going to come out in P7. So Tree Monkey Page back out onto the track on the medium tyres. Is he banking on a safety car here? If there is another safety car, he'll certainly come out behind Bennett, because Bennett will get a free pit stop under the safety car. So I think this, either way, is not going to work out at all for Tree Monkey Page. So I don't really understand that one, to be honest. I think he must have had damage. That's the only logical conclusion I can come to there, as to why he's come in and made that stop. See here, we've got Tree Monkey Page lining up Malky here, trying to get himself back through the pack as quickly as he possibly can. Malky though holding firm. Thebo Boy's got ahead of Soph up into 9th, picking his way through the pack. Soph though trying to come back at him here, but Thebo Boy's got that one done. Malky trying to get on to the back of Andrew Pittsmith here. They'll all have DRS. It's going to be a big DRS train here, but Malky here getting a great run through this part of the track side by side. Ooh. Tree Monkey Page though is going to get that done up into 6th. They'll both have DRS on Andrew ahead of them and San in front of them as well. Nobby Bootneck leading this train of cars coming down the start and finish straight. And M Morph now lining up Malky here. He's going to have DRS. Malky had the slipstream off of Tree Monkey Page in front of him, but M Morph there around the outside gets that position done on Malky. Oh, San's off. San's onto the he spins around there coming through turn 1. So San's there, lost out a lot of positions. He's going to lose out to Thebo Boy, and Soph we're coming up on the scene as well. Might get him as well. So Soph up into 9th and San losing out 5 positions there. In the meantime, Tree Monkey Page is down the inside of Andrew Pittsmith up into 4th place, and Andrew loses out to M Morph as well. So M Morph making up positions. Andrew losing a couple of places there, down to P6 in that little debacle. Malky still on the back of these guys in 7th place. Still 4 cars battling it out, 5 cars even. Nobby, Tree Monkey Page, and Enmorph, Andrew Pittsmith and Malky here having a great little battle. Malky on the hard tyres though is going to struggle to keep up with these guys, I'm sure. As Andrew Pittsmith is out of the race. Oh no, Andrew Pittsmith has crashed out. Another safety car here. Is it the third or fourth safety car? I'm losing track. I can't remember. But another safety car is deployed once again here at Excel for the OG League here on a Sunday night on a Motive Racing channel here on the Codemasters Formula 1 game on the PlayStation 4 and 5. Wow, incredible stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around, we'll be back for what might be the last stint of the race, who knows. Oh dear.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. See
guys. Hopefully the final restart of this evening. 8 laps left to go here for the OG League here at Excel. What a race we've had. Baku never disappoints. It's been dramatic. It's been action-packed. There's been thrills and spills. We've had all sorts going on. But here we are then, about to go green flag once again. Bennett LCFC on fresh medium tyres ahead of Schumacher Page on relatively fresh medium tyres. City on fresh softs behind them ahead of Malky. These guys have put a fresh set of boots on and are right there behind them. But Bennett and Schumacher Page, the fastest guys in this league, I have to say these two are going to have the best chance here. Thebo Boy's got a fresh set of mediums on. I don't know what he can do there, but I reckon it's going to be a duel between these two out the front. Bennett and Schumacher Page, as Thebo Boy's already up into P6 there. Should have really put the softs on, I would imagine, but he's gone for the mediums here. Not sure why, but these two, Bennett and Schumacher Page, out the front here, coming down the straight between turns 2 and 3 for the 19th time here in this race. What can Schumacher Page do here? What can he throw at Bennett in the final 7 laps of this race? That's the question, and that's what we're going to find out over the next few minutes, I'm sure of that. Malky trying to get onto the back of City here. Thebo Boy really getting into the rear view mirrors of Malky right now, looming large there. Can he get this move done? He's a little bit too far back, coming into that braking zone just there, but Thebo Boy will be looking to try and pick these guys off as quickly as he can and go after the 2 leaders, Bennett and Schumacher Page. I think he might have left himself with too much to do though. By the time he gets himself clear of that, they'll be long gone, I reckon. But he's got to try, he's got to push, he's got to keep believing that this race could come to him. But Bennett and Schumacher Page currently 7/10 of a second between these two as they're coming through the final sector of the lap right now. These two rivals, these two contenders here, in every race I've seen them racing, they always go toe to toe. Schumacher Page has been getting quicker and quicker and closer to Bennett's pace over the 3 seasons that I've commentated on Excel here and there. Hoping to have a bit more of a regular schedule in terms of the commentating over the next, well, however many, like, I guess for the foreseeable future really. But yeah, hopefully we can be on every Sunday and we can follow this league and follow the action and follow this rivalry between these two as we see Bennett and Schumacher Page coming over the line. Bennett, fastest lap of the race, managed to pull out a bit of a gap to him on that particular lap. These guys pulling away from City and Malky on the back of City here. We'll get DRS in a couple of laps time. We've got Thebo Boy has managed to clear Mark Bow there up into 5th place and can now try and chase down the podium runners in the shape of City and Malky. You've got Mark Bow just behind Thebo Boy. There's Soph running in 7th place. Got about a second back to San at the moment. Then Nobby Bootneck and Mr. Exotic running in the final points playing position. Mr. Exotic coming into the pits to put some fresh softs on, I would imagine here. Yep, there we go. So he's putting the Red Mark soft tyres on, but Bennett pulling out the gap here out the front to Schumacher Page, looking good for this win. Does his personal best first sector there, 3/10 up on his previous best lap time, but Schumacher Page also doing very quick sector times at the moment. Malky is keeping on the back of City. Thebo Boy though is reeling these guys in. He's now looming up onto the back of these guys here in this battle for what is 3rd, 4th and 5th places here in this race. The gap staying at around 1.4 seconds between Bennett and Schumacher Page. But what can Thebo Boy do here? He needs to clear these two quickly. He needs to go after the leaders as quickly as he possibly can. But I think the more time he spends behind these guys, the more he's going to lose out. I don't think Thebo Boy's got a chance of winning this race. I think he's going to be just aiming to get ahead of these two and get himself onto the podium before this race is up. But it's currently Bennett out the front. 1.5 is his gap over Schumacher Page. These two pretty evenly matched. They're matching each other over the course of this lap so far. But Bennett LCFC with track position, with that ascendancy, he's got the advantage. Schumacher Page has got 2 lap older tyres as well, so that will obviously be a slight hindrance, but it's not going to make too much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. City there in 3rd place ahead of Malky and Thebo Boy there. These two separated by not much. Thebo Boy 10th behind as he's now got the advantage here coming down the start finish straight. Thebo Boy breezes past Malky there up into 4th place, up into turn 1. Beautifully done there from Thebo Boy. Up a position into P4. City there in the foreground there, coming through turn 2 at the moment in 3rd place. Bennett's got just over a second of a gap here to Schumacher Page though at this point there, and he's doing a good job so far in P1 in this race. Bennett LCFC doing an excellent job here out the front. 1.6 is his gap at the moment over Schumacher Page. He's currently showing everybody how it's done here at Azerbaijan here in the XLOG League here on a Sunday night. What can Schumacher Page do to come back here at the moment as we see Thebo Boy within 0.3 of a second of City here. He's right up his trumpet as they're coming through this mid part of the lap here, lap 21, just over 5 laps left to go here. Thebo Boy, we wanted to get himself onto the podium. He's a little bit far away from the win, I've got to say. I don't think that's going to be possible here, but he's definitely going to be eyeing up this P3. He's got lots of laps to do it. He's got plenty of time to get himself into that top 3 as he's looking to try and send one here. Can't do anything just at the moment. Bennett pulling out the gap to Truman Capage now over 2 seconds. I think Thebo Boy's done it. He's got ahead of Sidney there up into 3rd place, so he's done that one. He's onto the final podium spot. Sidney's got 1.3 back to Malky. Should be alright in that position. Sand's got Nobby Bootneck now breathing down his neck in this battle for 8th and 9th places. This is for 4 championship points between these two. And this could go down to the wire between these two at the moment in this battle. But Bennett's got just over 2 seconds of a gap. Oh, and Nobby Bootneck's out of the race. Nobby Bootneck has crashed out. Oh, hopefully they can recover that under the double wave yellow flags through sector 3. Sand coming into the pits. I think they are going to recover it under double wave yellows. They don't want to be bringing out the safety car at this stage in the race, not with only 4 laps left. You probably only have 1 or 2 laps of racing left after that. So they're recovering it as it stands here. Well. Wave yellows through sector 2 here. We see Mr. Exotic up into 8th. Sands dropped down to P9 here, and he's missing his front wing as well. So Sands had a bit of a knock somewhere out there. Not 100% sure where, but he'll probably need to come into the pits and get that sorted out. Bennett about to start lap 24 here, just over 3 laps left to go here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here at XL for the OG League here on a Wednesday night. Obviously the OG League running on a Wednesday and a Sunday. If you're watching for the first time, guys, and you want to get involved, be sure to check out the description down below. You can get involved in the XL Discord server. But Bennett's still going around, just under 3 laps left to go here in this race. Truman Capage there running in 2nd place. We've got Thebo Boy in P3, just over 6.5 seconds behind the leader Bennett. And there's Malky running in 4th place at the moment. He's got a further 5 seconds back to Mark Bow at the moment. And we see Sidney there's made the move ahead of Soap by the looks of it, up into 6th. He's got DRS as well, which will allow him to pull away a bit from Soap there coming into turn 1. Bennett really pulling out this gap here towards the end of the race. He's pulled out almost 3 seconds here to Trimanki Page, so he's got a little bit of a pace advantage here at this stage. He's coming up on some traffic here. He's got an Alpine just up ahead of him. That's San there, and San seems to be intact at the moment, but Bennett will be wanting to get waved through as quickly as he can. He's got a reasonable buffer back to Trimanki Page, so he just has to bring it around this last lap here, does Bennett, and it's going to be another win here in this OG League. Came into this round leading the championship on 80 points, 43 points clear of Trimanki Page. He's going to extend that gap to 50 points. That's obviously excluding fastest laps, which we'll have a look at now. Right, so fastest lap is Thebo Boy at the moment, so Bennett's leading the championship will be 50 points going into the next round of the season. So currently looking very good. The two-time champion obviously looking to try and take his third championship here in the OG League, and he's currently going exactly the way about it that he needs to. Here's the man of the moment, Bennett LCFC. He's got a couple of corners left to go here at Azerbaijan. What a drive it's been for this man around the track that is notoriously difficult on the F1 game. It always throws up a few difficulties. 18 drivers started this race, 9 have made it to this final lap. Bennett and Trimanki Page were pretty evenly matched. The gap only 2 seconds here on this final lap as Bennett's just slowing up a bit here. So I don't know whether they're slowing up and whether he's trying to rub it in a little bit, maybe, for Trimanki Page. But here he comes anyway. Yeah, I think he's just closing up a bit, trying to maybe, I don't know, dangle the carrot here for Trimanki Page. But here comes Bennett anyway, onto the power for the final time. And what a drive it's been from Bennett here. Really played the strategy brilliantly on the restart. The final restart just absolutely left Trimanki in his wake. Up towards the line he comes, and Bennett LCFC is going to take the checker flag here at Azerbaijan, and it's going to be maximum points here for Bennett. Well, not maximum, Thebo Boy taking the fastest lap, but 25 points for Bennett LCFC. Extends his gap to 50 points in the championship standings. Trimanki Page comes over to take a P2. Thebo Boy completing the podium there in 3rd place. Malky's a long way behind him 4th, but these 3 were in a class of their own tonight. Brilliant driving from those 3 guys. Malky's coming round. It's going to be a 4th place finish here for Malky. Solid result there. 12 championship points for him. Mark Bow coming up towards the line. It's going to be a 5th place for Mark Bow in the end. Sands already finished the race a lap down in 9th place, but Mark Bow comes over to take P5 ahead of Sidzi, who actually jumps him there on a penalty. So Sidzi takes P5 there ahead of Mark Bow on the penalties. So great job there from Sidzi. 10 championship points as opposed to Mark Bow, who gets 8 championship points for his troubles for P6 in this race. Soph coming out of the final corner here. It's going to be 7th place here for Soph. 6 points there for her, so not too shabby at all. She now comes up towards the line and about to take the checker flag here at Azerbaijan. Soph coming over there to finish the race. That her race is done. Mr. Exotic will be the last to finish here in 8th place. Only 9 finishers, 8 on the lead lap. Mr. Exotic up towards the line, takes the checker flag, and that is that then, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's action here in the XL OG League. Bennett LCFC taking another win. He always seems to win whenever we're streaming. He is the man of the moment. He is the best. He is undoubtedly the best driver in the XL OG League from what I've seen anyway. Congratulations to him, driving in the Haas. Obviously equal performance cars, so not as impressive as if it were realistic performance, but nonetheless, Bennett LCFC, take nothing away from this man. What a driver he is. The absolute legend of XL OG League. Very solid at motive as well. But thank you everybody guys. Thanks for watching this. Drivers who enjoy watching this back, please drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share this with your friends, families and associates, and yeah, get it out there if you can. Get the Motive Racing channel on the map. We endeavour to try and stream all of these races if we can, from here to the end of the season, as I do always love doing a bit of commentary, and as long as I can keep my energy up on a Sunday afternoon somehow, we should be able to do this in the long term. fingers crossed. But thanks everybody once again ever so much for watching this back. We will see you very soon for the next one. Join us tomorrow night. Actually, we'll be on for the Realistic League. We'll be on at 8:30 p.m. so tune in tomorrow night. From that time we'll probably be live just before that, about 20 minutes before that. But yeah, thanks everybody once again, and we will catch you very soon. Good night.